every time I mention Greta Thunberg on this program, two things happen. First, I tend to point out things such as the fact that she's a teenager, she doesn't know a hell of a lot, she says the most alarmist and irresponsible things, and that the people who use her to attract attention to their cause ought to be ashamed of themselves, and people who barrack for her alarmist crusade ought to be more sensible. This is a complex and difficult policy debate, so rational thought should win out over emotionalism. Second, the other thing that happens is that the issue usually goes off on social media because for some reason people love either attacking Greta and her supporters or attacking me for daring to question her spiel. How dare you? You know the drill. Well, none of that has to actually happen anymore because Greta has worked all this out for herself and she's told us not to listen to her. Here she is.
How has Joe Biden done on climate issues in his first 50 days in office? What grade would you give him?
Well, you shouldn't take that from me. I'm just a teenager, so I don't have the mandate to sort of give grades like that. My opinions on this doesn't matter. You should rather look at the science and whether his policies are in line with the Paris Agreement and to stay below 1.5 or even 2 degrees Celsius. And then you can clearly see that, no, it's not nearly enough in line with the science. And that's not me saying, that's just black and white, looking at the facts.
Well, the first part of her answer was right. Hers is just an opinion. She's entitled to it, as anybody is. But then to talk about the Paris Agreement as science, well, that's wrong. The Paris Agreement is politics. I mean, while the US was out of Paris, its emissions were reduced. China, which loves the Paris Agreement, continued to grow its emissions. Of course, it will for many years to come, and they're far and away the largest emitter of greenhouse gases in the world. Perhaps Greta ought to sail to China and foment some political dissent against Xi Jinping. I doubt she will.